Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's TNA Impact Wrestling for July 25th, 2013. And apparently TNA has this video they put out, August1Warning. They got some new guy coming to the show. You can't see who it is, but they use this whole voice distorting thing. And I'm going to say it's Hardcore Holly. Because TNA did one of those one night only shows, I think it was Hardcore Justice, and they brought in Hardcore Holly. And then at the end of this show, Hogan says August 15th is going to be another Hardcore Justice on Impact. So I think they're bringing in Hardcore Holly here. That's just who it looked like to me, and it would make sense. So the show starts off with the Main Event Mafia coming out. They talk about Sabin, how they're here to celebrate. They bring out Sabin. Sabin says he will face the winner of the Ultimate X match next week. Bully Ray comes out with his lawyer, who looked just like Kevin Nash. In fact, as I was writing that down, people in the crowd were chanting Kevin Nash at this guy. It was weird. And it's not like the guy was really terrible or anything. He wasn't Claire Lynch bad. It was really cheesy. And at the end of the show, when Bully Ray comes out again, I think the lawyer was supposed to come out with him, but they just kind of scrapped it after this segment pretty much died. But they say they're going to sue Sabin unless he hands over the title, and he has until the end of the show. This is completely ridiculous to me. It was just really unnecessary to have the lawyer guy out there. This whole thing is just stupid because the Aces and Eights are going to sue someone over a belt when they've kidnapped people and tortured them, and it's on video. So it's crazy. No Taz again, but the show's filmed in the same place, so it makes sense, but I'm not going to complain about that. Backstage, Hogan says he doesn't talk about pending litigation. We get Sanjay Dutt versus Greg Marashulo, Trent Beretta, versus Manic for the X Division title, Ultimate X match. One thing I noticed about this, I've noticed this for a long time, SoCal Val she's terrified of being at ringside. Whenever anyone even comes close to her, she freaks out and just runs away. And she always does this. She just looks like she's scared to death. Marashulo sits on Manic on the ramp, knocks him out. Sanjay and Marashulo climb to the top of the steel. While they're fighting, Manic climbs across and gets the title. So he wins. And it was okay, I guess, not really anything impressive in this match. I'm glad TNA did an Ultimate X match, but it doesn't mean it's good automatically. I mean, it wasn't that great. And Marashulo and Sanjay Dutt climbing on top of that steel shit. Fuck that. That was just way too dangerous. The whole thing was shaking while they were up there. So I couldn't believe it. It's just not worth the risk at all. And for a TNA show on television that not a lot of people are going to watch, I mean, it's just not worth it. Bully tells Anderson that he needs to win the BFG series. We get Hernandez versus Anderson. Hernandez misses the dive. Anderson hits the mic check for the win. It was kind of boring. Backstage, Dixie Carter's freaking out about the lawsuit. Eric Young shows Joseph Park. I think he showed him some porno too, but he shows him video of him seeing his blood and then freaking out, and Park says he blacked out. He doesn't remember it at all. Gail Kim versus Mickie James for the Knockouts title. Velvet Sky's at ringside. Gail slaps ODB. Mickie James runs in and rolls her up. Gets the win. Brooke Hogan comes out. She sounded like she was trying to talk with a country accent or something. It was weird. Maybe it was just me, but she says ODB is an active wrestler. ODB gets ready to fight Gail Kim, and Gail just leaves. So I guess they're going to do Gail, ODB, and then Mickie, Velvet Sky. Dixie and Hogan are talking about what to do with Sabin's title. Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe. This was actually a pretty good match here. Joe goes for the muscle buster. Anderson runs out, distracts him. Christopher Daniels takes out his knee, hits 2 moonsaults for the win. First moonsault, it looked like he kind of botched, like he completely missed Joe. Second one he got. So Christopher Daniels goes over here. Sting and Angle are talking about getting rid of the Aces and Eights. And then we get AJ versus Hardy. This was another good match. Crowd was into absolutely everything these two did. Really helped the match. Hardy taps to the calf killer. AJ refuses to shake his hand and leaves. Bully comes out and he says, "What kind of wrestler hits someone in the head with a hammer?" Sabin comes out and he says he never whined or complained when he injured his knees, and he will never give up the title. I thought it was a pretty good promo by Sabin. Hogan comes out and says that he's the GM and the law around here, and Sabin will remain champion. But Bully gets a rematch August 15th in a steel cage, and it's going to be the Hardcore Justice show. So that was TNA this week. I liked AJ and Hardy, and I liked Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, but everything else was just kind of there. Didn't care for the lawyer stuff, and the rest of the show just really didn't do much for me. And Gail Kim and Mickie James had a pretty good match, but still, this show it really felt average. But maybe it's just me. And I guess we'll find out next week if it's Hardcore Holly in the little promo video. But anyways, that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching.